Did you ever have one of those moments where you look back and reflect on life and say to yourself, why did I do this? Morning guys, today is Saturday, June 4th. So the plan today is I'm gonna head over, Alyssa and I, to the Alice Austin house, which is the same place you went to in vlog number 14, photography in a can. It's the house on the water. It's a beautiful area. My mother is hosting an event there. It's an all-female theater troupe. I don't remember the name of the theater troupe, but we're gonna go check that out today, see what kind of views we can get. I think the performance will be pretty interesting, so I'll try and film some of that as well. But that's on the agenda for today. Let's go ahead and check it out. So one thing I've noticed is I'm increasingly becoming very efficient at being late to every single event I go to. And I'm gonna blame it on the filming. What I tend to do is I film way too long, and then I forget what time it is, and then by that time I'm late to the event. It's a whole big fiasco. I'm gonna try and cut this off now. I will speak to you guys when we get to the event. Okay, so Alyssa and I just arrived at the house and we're very late, so we're gonna walk around the back as to not intrude on the performance.
We're going to be doing a presentation, and the work that you're going to see is created and performed by the young women in our program.
I'm mesmerized by her fingers as they deftly illustrate equations on graph paper, as the lead etches further deeper letters of her name onto my heart.
Away before I could finish writing him down. So hold still, my spring.
So the show just ended. It was really interesting. There was 5 girls and they did a series of monologues, I think based on personal experience, and some of it was on gun control. They were really social issues, gun control, growing up as a girl and the struggles that involves. So it was a very interesting performance. The girls were, I think, all around my age, and they were very talented. I was very impressed to have that confidence going up in front of people. Of course, it's what performers are trained to do, but it always amazes me to see people actually do that live in action. But it turned out to be such a nice day. It was a little bit overcast before, but now the sun's starting to come out a little bit. There's cloud cover a couple miles away over in New York Harbor. So it's turned into a pretty nice day, and we're by the water, so there's of course a really nice breeze. Do you ever have one of those moments where you look back and reflect on life and say to yourself, why did I do this? This field next to the house represents that exact scenario. So back in high school, we had a video presentation that we had to do based on some works of literature we were reading. In our case, our group got assigned Hamlet, and we did an 11-minute skit on a therapy session based off the Hamlet characters. Now, I played the therapist, but there was a scene where we ran across this field to do a race. It was silly. And I'm gonna play the clip right now.
Let's go! Bye!
So one of our friends had to be a girl, so in our Einstein 11th grade knowledge, we put a towel on his head with a rubber band, and then we put medicine balls in his chest and as he was running back and forth on the field, his balls were kind of flailing around and eventually fell out. We kept it in the final product because it was extremely funny. I'm gonna show you the whole skit. It's embarrassing. It's somewhere on YouTube if you can find it. I give you a lot of credit, but you'll never be able to find it. But it was during a time when I really enjoyed doing video editing, and this was kind of like a preface to what I'm doing now. And I chose the music for a skit. I chose the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, and then for the running back and forth part, which I may or may not keep the music in for copyright purposes, I chose The Concerning Hobbits, the song from The Lord of the Rings. Very cheery, fiddly music, and it fit perfectly.